And we've got somebody else in the room. Sorry, there's still some people coming in here, so just add them in. And just if you just press the OK button in the top right-hand corner, and now you're on Facebook Live. So welcome everybody again to the Zoom room. Welcome everybody to Facebook Live. This is a time of remembering that divine power that is within and around everybody and is always available to us. That power can be termed as God, the universe, the creator, however you perceive it to be. I believe that the power does run throughout everything and everyone, and nothing and no one can live without it. And we just have to acknowledge that with gratitude, as often as we can, really, because I know with the hustle and bustle with life that we all have, it makes it sometimes impossible for us to acknowledge because we're so there's so much having to deal with things that are very much in front of us, and sometimes that worry is a time thief. That worry is takes away that perception and that divinity that is within us, and it can hinder our progress as well within what our soul progress is meant to be doing, why we were born, what reason and what we're doing with the service of humanity that lies within each and every one of us. So as I always say, some people are drawn to this through the mediumship world, through healing, through philosophy, through creativity. But however you've come here at this point now, this is your time, and it's understanding that connection that is always there and never disconnected. You're never separate from this power. So all we're doing this evening or this day, wherever you are, is we're just acknowledging the oneness of this power. So you're just bringing yourself into the presence of it and the awareness of it. So, and you know, it's a beautiful place to be, and you'll all have your own unique personal experiences as well, because you all have a unique pathway of the soul, and whatever is needed for you at this time in your life, the answers are here. There's a divine knowledge that is open to you, and it may not come instantly, it may not come this evening, but it will certainly be inspired in some way for you to express it. So just whatever you feel this evening, whatever you feel tomorrow, it can only enhance and empower the lovely qualities, the spiritual qualities and the humanitarian qualities within you, and it's a wonderful thing. So let's start. I'll just, sorry, something's just flipped up on my laptop there, but yeah, this is an online spiritual community that supports physical spiritual communities. So if you are part of a church, centre, or spiritual community, please do put them in the comments box, and we'll make sure that they're listed in the next advert. So it's, if you are part of a community, please, my time is free, but donate to your own communities. That's what this is all about. So without further ado, we shall start. So just getting yourself comfortable, and as always, just closing your eyes and just focusing on the breath, the in-breath and the out-breath. And on each in-breath and out-breath, just allowing a sense of peace and relaxation to flow from the top of your head, down into your neck and into your shoulders. On each breath that you take, relieves any stresses, any strains, any tension that is held within the neck and the shoulders. As on each in-breath and out-breath, that peace and relaxation flows down your arms and into your hands. Just feeling that peace on each breath that you take, as it flows down your spine, as it flows down your chest and into your tummy muscles, relieving any tension. The breath is life itself. As we bring peace to the foundation of your spiritual experience you're about to embark upon, as that peace flows through your legs, down to your ankles, and into your feet. And on each breath that you take, the peace and relaxation flows around your physical body, bringing a stillness to the body as the mind starts to quieten down. As the mind, the body, and the soul are in preparation with the intention of a spiritual experience that is unique to you. And to start this experience, we must go within. Everything is aligned and prepared for this moment, the moment of the light within you, the light and the power of the spirit within that resides where your solar plexus is, where you get the feelings, the emotions, the anxiety, the joy, the butterflies. This is your power. This is the presence of where the journey begins. The journey of awareness. The awareness of your spirit. The awareness of your soul. And on each in-breath and out-breath, that light, that power within, the spirit, the awareness starts to shine out as the light becomes brighter and brighter. The more that you are aware and feel this light, the brighter that it becomes. Feeling a sense of expansion. Feeling a sense of excitement. As on each in-breath and out-breath, the awareness of this light that you are becomes bigger than your physical body. The light that shines out, that you are, is bigger than your physical body. And just being aware of any sensations, just being aware of being aware. As now on each in-breath and out-breath, the awareness of this light that you are and the spirit that you are illuminates the whole of the room that you're in. You have become all and everything that is within the room, a oneness, as the beauty of you fills the whole of the room. The beauty that is you is the spirit of you. As now on each in breath and out breath, we're now going to allow our awareness to take us outside of the room, for the light of the spirit within you to shine out outside of the room as you become everything that is within nature. You are the nature, you are the beauty beyond what the eyes can see. Be aware of the sensations. Be aware of nature and its beauty. The presence of you is the presence of nature. You are just remembering there is no division or separateness, just oneness. As you are the beauty of the flowers, as you are the power of the waves in the ocean, you are the breathtaking views from the mountain tops. You are the seasons. You are the wind. You are the rain. You are the power of the sun. You are the shooting stars. You are the colors of the rainbow. As you are the power of the moon. You are the soil and the earth. As you are the clouds in the endless skies. As the beauty of nature impours into you, the beauty of you impours into nature. The oneness. You are just remembering. As now on each in breath and out breath, our awareness expands even further. The light shines brighter and brighter that we are. As our vibration heightens, as we become worlds within worlds, also known as the spiritual world, where our loved ones, friends, and inspirers that have all gone before us all reside, but are just here in observation, support, and encouragement. As they understand and know your unique pathway of the soul. And as they loved and supported you here within this world, they certainly do in the next. And you are never separate. You are always connected. You are just remembering. And you can feel the intelligence, you can feel the experiences of the spiritual world, but you can feel the love. Just allow yourself just to feel and acknowledge. As within your acknowledgement and presence in the spiritual world, there is a celebration and excitement of your awareness, of your light that shines bright. And with all that love and encouragement, that excitement and joy of all those in the spirit world, it ignites for you on each in-breath and out-breath, for you to shine the brightest that you can ever possibly imagine. As you become the ultimate power, the ultimate light, as the spirit within you acknowledges the oneness, the wholeness, and connectedness of the Great Spirit, the Creator, God, the Source, however you perceive it to be, you are it, and it is you. You are just remembering a power that runs throughout you and throughout everything and everyone, and nothing and no one can live without it. As you no longer know where it starts or you end, because you and it are one and eternal. You have just brought yourself into the awareness of a pure awareness, a pure consciousness. You are life itself. Just allowing yourself just to be, as this is the highest state possible. This is the place of the sacred of all sacredness. Your own personal sanctuary. Place always available for you. Are never separate from. It's only the conscious mind that tries to divide and separate. It's the soul and the spirit that is free. And within this great power and light that you are, your soul is ignited and awakened, awakening all the talents and potential that is unique to you in your life. A place to be inspired, a place to receive divine knowledge, as this is the place that has all the answers to your questions about life. As nobody knows you better than your own soul. And whatever is needed for your life at this time, know that it is being given in the form of inspiration. You are allowing yourself to be open to inspiration, to bring the clarity and the guidance for your unique pathway of the soul. This is a pure awareness. Just allow it to be. As you are also in the place of change and transformation. A place where there's no barriers or obstacles, and you are limitless. This is how it feels to be limitless. This is the true essence of self. This is the greatest gift that you could ever give to yourself, which is now. The time is now. As the power of love is here now. It's this great power and light that you are, illuminates the whole of the world. And the influence of you and the expression of your soul and spirit bring forth the positive energies that are needed to be received in all aspects of the world in which we live, for the inspiration of those in power that make the decisions about how our world should be. They are inspired with love, for that to spread throughout all their countries, creating ripples to cause a wave of understanding, a wave of healing and love and compassion that unites the world as one. And that wave ends where it began, with you, as that light and power of the Great Spirit permeates through your skin, through your bones, through your bloodstream, replenishing and rejuvenating every cell. No cell is missed, as it heals all ailments of the mind, of the body, of the emotions, and of the nervous system, enabling the clarity to remember this great power that you are, to ignite your spirit, your soul, to be expressed into the service of humanity within all the communities that you belong to, all of your homes and families that you represent. Know that you are a special light of service to this world. And as you came here for self, you've had the potential to change the world and bring peace. That starts with you. As we now start to focus on the breath once more, the in-breath and the out-breath, as the light and the beauty that you are, bring the awareness back to the room, back to the illumination of the room that you're in. As on each in-breath and out-breath, bring the awareness back to your physical body. Bringing the physical back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then in your own time, just opening your eyes as this sitting in the power session comes to an end. Just taking some water if you need to. I think everybody's coming back there. So, thank you. And thank you, Jill. Lovely to see you there, from who's representing St. Anne's Spiritual Society. And Glynis from Altrincham Spiritualist Church. Thank you, Glynis. Thank you, Dari. Thank you, Sandra. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Clinis. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Kerry from Brotherhood Gate Spiritualist Church in Brighton. Thank you. Thank you for supporting your community. Thank you, Liz. Thank you again, Jill. Lovely to see you on. And thank you, iPhone. Sorry, I've not got your name there. And thank you, at. I'm getting confused with that. I'm sure there was an Attis on here as well, and I'm getting confused. So apologies for not being able to pronounce your name properly then, or correctly. But thank you everybody for attending. It's been wonderful. I actually feel like I might actually put this session onto a YouTube, onto my YouTube page. Sometimes I feel occasionally to actually crystallize them into the YouTube, just so that it can be shared more frequently onto, because I've not got as many videos on my YouTube channel. So instead of people searching through on my Facebook page, sometimes it's easier just to put it on there. And I had a feeling I might just do that tonight. So it just feels like one of them kind of sessions, I think, that we all sort of needed tonight. I think we all need it in some ways every week. And it's good to acknowledge this. And I hope that you do, or you're able to just acknowledge this great power and just remember it on a daily basis. All you have to do is just, even if it's just with the intention of prayer, just with the breath and just that acknowledgement of life for the day ahead, or just before you go to bed, where you're just acknowledging the day that has just gone. I think it's just a wonderful thing to be able to do. And I don't think you'll realize how important it is just to do that. And we can all forget with things that are going on within our lives, but once we can bring ourselves back into that, I think even having the intention, I know some people like candles, and that brings that focus within that, and maybe the flicker of the candle will enable you to help with the breath, and it just brings that focus and that intention for you to be able to do that. Some people would like to go to the beach, watch the ocean, watch the waves, the power of the waves, or maybe go to a river, maybe go into nature and just seeing all the colors of the flowers. That's just another way. Not everybody can just sit still like we've just sat, because our minds can be constantly uh, thinking and flitting from one thing to another. So if we can actually bring ourselves into a space where the power of nature just enables us to remember the power as well, because there are some breathtaking walks that we can go on within nature, and even with music as well, because it's looking at what actually raises your vibration, what helps you to become in that presence of understanding and clarity. Because I always like to think of sitting in the power to be, we can avoid it because we feel like, because we've always got something else to do. So we can, I know I've done it, I can be sat down and thinking I've got some washing up to do, or I need to do this paperwork, or I need to do such and such a thing. And it can really distract us. But and then sometimes we just don't feel like doing it. If we're feeling a bit anxious, I think it's kind of hard if we suffer with anxiety too. So how can we think of sitting still when we're anxious? But the beauty of the breath, if we can discipline ourselves in the beauty of the breath, and just allowing ourselves, maybe just on having 10 deep in and out, 10 breaths, and then just allowing yourself to have that intention of just sitting, that chaos then can start to become like the eye of the storm. And the eye of the storm is the peaceful part of that storm. And once we can just get ourselves to that place, even just for a few seconds, it actually allows inspiration to come in. It allows a clarity to come in that we just forget about that chaos just for a short amount of time, that can just help us with some clarity to move forward, and we can just feel so much better for that, because it's a distraction, but a distraction that is really within us, and a um more of a divine distraction, so to speak, rather than a distraction of doing something. We're actually allowing ourselves to receive healing. We're allowing ourselves to receive inspiration, maybe a drop in of knowledge that's going to help us to move forward in some way, or bring that peace that we do need within our lives. So it's amazing what the breath can do, what the power can do, if we only acknowledge it in the way that we do. I think we take advantage of our breathing because we just do it, don't we? But when you, how many people have noticed? I've been having some singing lessons, and it's been looking at breathing, and it's strange. It feels like you can't breathe when someone gets you to actually focus on your breathing. It's like, how did they ever breathe? I've been breathing for all these years. But it's but then things become second nature, and it's just a wonderful thing. So thank you all for joining me. I hope that you join me again next week, and I hope that you all have a wonderful week ahead. So lots of love to you all. Take care.